welcome to another video. Today we are going to be listening to Breach by 21 Pilots. It was a little over a year ago. I came on here ready to react to Clancy, and I did this whole emotional spiel about my connection with the band for over 10 years now, my connection to the lore, my excitement to see the finale of it. And a year later, we're here, and I'm about to get into another emotional spiel, getting excited to hear the finale of it. I obviously thought, much like everyone else did, that Clancy was going to be the end, that Clancy was going to be the culmination of this lore that has started since Blurry Face over the Trench, Scaled and Icy, Clancy, and now Breach. We have this new record by 21 Pilots. I am incredibly excited. I think I've just run out of things to say about the emotional connection that I have to this group, to this band, to the community that I have kind of been a part of for over a decade now. I have covered 21 Pilots a lot in this channel, from ranking videos to reactions to singles, music videos, and albums. I always try to be objective, you know. I don't love everything, but I try to. Just that these guys mean a lot to me. They really do. Their music has just kept me going through tough times, especially in the teenage years. And this story has been special to just be a part of since the beginning. I remember exactly where I was when the eyes started closing. I remember where I was the day that Jumpsuit and Nico and the Niners came out. I remember the day where I was where I heard Trench when it got leaked. I remember where I was for most of these things. The first Clancy letters, Dima.org, the level of concern game, SAIS propaganda on Christmas Saves the Year cover. I remember everything. I have been a close part of this, and I am so monumentally excited to start listening. This album consists of 13 tracks, from City Walls all the way to Intentions, which I also heard that Intentions, I should listen to it reversed, from people that have been to the listening parties or that I have also heard the leak. But we're about to start. City Walls, 5-minute opening track. We're back to long songs. It's something that I missed from Clancy and Scaled and Icy. One of my favorite aspects of Trench, in my opinion, are the long songs, the songs that take their time to breathe, and the songs that are just structured differently than just your typical song. The long songs like Chlorine, Leave the City, Cut My Lip. I'm glad we're back to the long songs. We're starting off with a long one, City Walls. This is honestly not the sound that I was expecting. Migraine? Is it migraine? Is that islands of violence? And then also, that verse was great. His flow was fantastic. There are times where Tyler's flow is a bit unorthodox and it doesn't always land, but that was a great flow. That was fantastic. This is what I like about the longer songs, the breakdowns, the time to breathe, the possibility of more. What a line. What do you mean? What? No, wait. What do you mean?
What do you mean?
What do you mean?
What do you
What,
mean?
what do you mean? So, what do you mean? Migraine reference. Holding on to you. It ends with heavy, dirty soul. This is the last time that I try to address my soul. Is it a loop? Did he try and it just restarted all over again? What the hell is the rest of this album about? Speaking strictly song-wise, that was a fantastic song. Wow. Whoa. Sorry, had to pause and recollect my thoughts. City Walls was great. There's a lot to unpack. I need a second listen. But I think the answer is there with the song ending with Heavy Dirty Soul. I think that's it. I think that's our answer. I think that's our end of the lore directly. I think it can be a fitting end, especially when we look at the surface level of what this lore has meant. This whole Dima Trench storyline was always an allegory for depression, and I don't hate that it doesn't end in a happy note, because as someone who has dealt with it for a long time, I am aware that depression isn't just beat. You just don't get out of depression. There will be days where you feel good, there will be days where you feel bad, and if you are someone who is able to have a lot of good days, then that depression is going to feel not beat, but fought against. That depression is going to feel, or at least the way I experienced it was, you fight the depression, you fight your own mind, and when you are able to come out on top, you are aware that it isn't just a simple victory. You're aware of what you fought, you're aware of what you had to deal with, and you're also aware that it can come back, that it's something that is still going to be lingering, it's something that is not gone. And when you look at that and you look at the, again, at the allegory, at what this story has meant, at its parallels with depression, I understand why this ends with it not on a happy note, leaving it open-ended, because it's a loop that unfortunately, a lot of people with depression, with even more severe depression than that's what it ends up being. And for a lot of people, it unfortunately takes over them again, even after they feel like they have won. So I think it's an appropriate and a logical end to it. Again, I'm just assuming that's the end because of the way it ends. The song ends with Heavy Dirty Soul. And before we keep moving to the other 95% of the album, I want to tell you to keep fighting. Nothing is worth the harm. Nothing is worth you cutting it short. Keep fighting. Stay alive. And just hope for the best. That goes to anyone out there that feels that they are a little bit depressed, or to anyone that genuinely feels like they don't belong here anymore. You do. So, again, keep fighting, stay alive. It's worth it. Raw Fear. I don't know why that little part reminds me of that fuck-ass Benson Boone song. I have to say, I'm not the biggest fan of his cadence, of his delivery, of his inflection. That's clever, I like that. It's slowing down and it's picking up. Try to microdose to immunity, but you'll never get it. Oh, I love that. Going back to the hook. I don't know if that was an extended bridge or a third verse, but that's the second half of this song won me over completely. Didn't strong off the strongest. I have to admit, I said it. I didn't like his delivery, his voice inflection, but quite literally at the halfway point, this song just completely won me over. I really, really liked that extended bridge or third verse, whatever it was, and then going back to the sound of the first chorus. Really liked that. Good song. Not great, not fantastic, but I liked it. I enjoyed it. Next up is Drum Show, a song that I have heard many a times. I love the song. Loved it the moment I heard it. I might like it more than The Contract. The Josh vocals, obviously, super emotional. Love Drum Show. But we're going to move on over to Garbage. I don't know if I'm a huge fan of the actual line, I feel like garbage. I like this. That is a beautifully sad line. I like the verses. I'm not a huge fan of this, of the actual line, I feel like garbage. I find it just a tad bit corny in my opinion. That's true though. Don't give up. That was Garbage. That is 4 songs and 5 with The Contract that we've obviously heard. So that's City Walls is great, Raw Fear is good, Drum Show is great, Garbage is okay, and The Contract is great. So we'll put it at a 4 out of 5. At first listen, not a huge fan of Garbage. It's not garbage. I just don't think it really did it for me. I think I haven't called 21 Pilots corny in a long time. But the actual line, I feel like garbage. I do find it a bit in that territory. I'm not a huge fan of the hook. I did enjoy the verses, but they were a bit short for me. I don't think the bridge was also that, it didn't stand out as well as a bridge has to. Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of Garbage. Next up is A Contract. Again, The Contract is fantastic. So 5 songs were 4 for 5, which that's still pretty damn good. But after is Downstairs. Ooh, I like that. Whoa. Wow, this sounds... Begging No Mercy. I love this. I love this. I love that. This is very Clancy, but those like almost gamey synths are giving me regional at best vibes. Wow. Yeah. That piano is still there. Oh, it's just great when he screams, isn't it? If there was a tier list of 21 Pilots songs just ever, that would be up there, I think. It's weird that the very heavy piano reminded me a lot of Self-Titled. The bouncy synths reminded me a lot of Regional. And it's really funny that sonically it sounds like those first 2 albums. Because lyrically, I don't remember the last time I heard a recent 21 Pilots song and my mind immediately went to Religion. We all know Tyler's Christian, and a lot of his early music, again, especially on Self-Titled and Regional at best, there were a lot of incredibly heavy religious themes, and the religious themes in their music have kind of stayed, but they've gone more subtle. They've become more subtle, more quiet, sometimes not even present. A lot of religious themes kind of turned into mental health issues and topics. So I think it's curious how this song that resembles a lot of those first 2 albums sonically also just is very in your face about the religious themes. I love this song. Holy crap, this song was fantastic. I can't wait to listen to it again. But we, again, have to move on over to Robot Voices. Okay. It's been 7 songs and I haven't mentioned Josh's strumming. Stellar. Superb. That was cool. That was cool. It's weird. I don't know what to call this song in terms of lyrics. It almost sounds like it's a song about dependency, but like good dependency. There's good people that you can depend on. I don't know if the decision of Robot Voices, one, it could either mean, because he said he was like with machines, it could either mean his music is kind of telling him to keep going. Robot Voices can also mean robotic, repetitive, all these people in his life keep telling him to keep going. But I like the song. I really do. Again, it's just that little tidbit that I wasn't the biggest fan of, but it doesn't bring it down any points or anything. It's something I think minor. I really like that song. So that is what, song 7, and we are 6 for 7. Again, garbage. Still no, not. I'm trying to think back on it. Still not the biggest fan. But next up is Center Mass. Ooh, haunting. That's the third time that we reference shirt sleeves and halves of bodies. Ooh. Oh yeah, build up. Holy shit, he's still going. So that was Center Mass. Oh, for the first half of that song, I thought, yeah, this is good. The second half of that song, it might be the second best song on the album. That heavy instrumental coming in, the heavy drums. I went to the funeral, I took you for granted, I miss you so, so much. I'm looking for that Center Mass. No, I'm gonna start again. Some lines and some content just hits harder for different people, I guess. Wow, I feel... Wow. Sorry, needed just another little break after Center Mass. That was heavy and a lot and fantastic and a lot and a lot. Next up is fucking Cottonwood. No, bruh. I just cried. I can hear it in that fuck ass piano, and in this fucking delivery. No, bro, we just fucking no. What the fuck? Oh, just fuck me, I guess. I don't want to hear this hook again. Alright, dude, what the fuck? What the fuck was he on writing Center Mass and Cottonwood and putting them right next to each other? What the fuck was his problem? We're gonna move on to One Way. Hello, Tame Impala. Ooh, I was joking, but damn. Wow. I don't know what the fuck he's saying. Do you hear how that sounds? Wow. Wow. No, I don't know how many times I've said wow to this song, but this sounds ethereal, dude. Is that how you say that word? Ethereal? Ethereal? I don't know.
Hey, it's Josh. Call me back. I'm not opposed to One Way going into Days Lie Dormant, but it does feel like quite a vibe change, and
Okay. Interesting. Days Lie Dormant. One Way. Fantastic. Also nice to see that Josh does have input. That's cute. Ooh. What a line. Don't make me waste my love. It's everything I've got. I love that line. That was Days Lie Dormant. That was a very sweet song. I think, is it as strong hitting as the last three, Center Mass, Cottonwood, and One Way? I don't think so, but I think it's another really strong song. I think it's more cute. I can see people seeing this one being the Jenna song. The only reason I don't think so is because of all of the mentions of the city, especially with like that whole thing that they had that Josh was living in LA with Debbie. I actually don't remember if it was with Debbie. Congrats to them, by the way. They're about to be parents. That's fantastic. I'm so happy for him. But the reason I think this is about Josh is the mentions of the city. When he was living in LA, and Tyler obviously has always stayed in Ohio, and just that space between them. That's why I think this song is about Josh, and I really hope it is, because that's really fucking sweet. Last two songs. Tally. Mike Tyson's Punch Out. Ooh. I really like this. That was Tally. What an incredibly heavy song lyrically. I think this could very much, like a lot of their music, I think this could go multiple ways with meaning. My mind immediately went to the incredibly negative one, tallying tallying attempts, but yet that person is still believing in them. I could also see it be maybe even about a betrayal, you know? I've seen your heart break many times, I believe is one of the lines. Or it could also be lore related, you know, trying to leave Dima the amount of times you've tried, you still believe in me. Honestly, though, as incredibly pessimistic and negative, I think that it's about that first thing I said. Very upbeat and very the sound doesn't quite match the lyrics. That's very much a thing in their entire discography. But given the heavy topic that I believe this is about, my mind goes to Next Semester, which is about something similar. That was a good song. That was a great song, actually. This band has done wonders for me. They have helped me in ways that I didn't think music could. And I am just incredibly grateful that I am able to be here for it, because there was a slight moment in my life where I didn't think I'd make it this far. Intentions. I don't like that. Ooh, that makes me feel, I don't like that. Did they sample Truce? Oof. Yeah, that's Truce. What an interesting last song. The intention is what matters. A lot of people brush that comment off to the side saying, no, intentions don't matter if your end goal is not achieved. This song sounds almost like a mix of dread with hope. Dread in the sense of you will fuck up whatever you're trying, whether you are trying to get out of a dark place or whether you are trying to open a jar of peanut butter. Almost nothing is done on the first try. But if you had the intent to achieve something and you messed it up, have the intent again. And I think it's a beautiful way to actually just summarize what a lot of their music means. I was surprised when I saw the track list length that this is the shortest song on the album. I understand now. I don't have to listen to it reversed. I am well aware what song that is. And that's why I said it's a mix of dread with hope. The dread of messing up, because you will mess up. you're not going to achieve anything important in its first try. It's impossible. Playing Truce reversed. Truce is a song about staying alive. Just stay alive for me, because you matter to people. This song has a similar message, but when Truce is saying stay alive, you matter to people, this is saying you having the intent to stay alive just proves that you matter to yourself. And if you're going to stay alive, you're going to stay alive because you feel your life is worth it. I feel weird inside. What an odd feeling. This album isn't what I expected, and when people say that, it's usually a negative thing. It's not in this case. It's not in my case. I expected a much more somber and dark sound. I did get that in a lot of songs. I think I got that with Cottonwood, Center Mass, Intentions, City Walls. This was a great album. I am not going to give it a rating right now. There is a lot to unpack here. I am going to obviously listen to this again. This was Breach by 21 Pilots. I hope you enjoyed. I hope music does something for you, the way that music has done and is still doing things for me. Music is a driving force, and if you are someone who feels like that driving force to them has been lost, whether it's your friends, your family, movies, music, I hope you fight. Stay alive. See you in the next one.